So this last example kind of gives you a sort of nth degree version of all of the different things, or many of the different things that are possible as far as really making a blues progression almost unrecognizable. This one starts off on F sharp 7 and goes around the circle again. B7, D, C, F. So that's the first 4 bars, and then we land on the 4 chord, B flat 7, and then we do a 2-5 into A minor 7 along 2-5, 2-5, and here's the last 4 bars, G minor 7, and then a sub 2-5, and then the regular turnaround to D7, to G7, to C7. So let's hear the whole thing in tempo. So it starts off on F sharp 7. To B flat 7, and then B minor to E to get us around to A minor 7, long 2-5, D7, and then a quick 2-5, and then a sub 2-5 to the G flat 7 to the turnaround F, D7, G7, C7. So that last one is included kind of as an example of taking it pretty far out. I mean, that's kind of really sort of just treading the line between too much substitution. But you might like just the first 4 bars, and that might be something that becomes something that you'd like to learn to improvise over, because it's a challenge to improvise over that many chord changes that transpire over those 4 bars, where it could be a lot simpler. So any of these things can be taken in 1 bar chunks or 2 bar chunks or 4 bar chunks and used in the blues. And the risk that you run if you do that without the other players knowing what's going on is that you would conflict with them. So, you know, these fall just outside of what is the norm. The ones that we've done in the first few examples there were the really more typical common ones. But I'm trying to illustrate that in trying to do something harmonically unique with the blues, people have come up with many, many more outlandish scenarios than this even. And it becomes kind of an interesting option for you if you want to write a blues that is your own unique blues, that has your own little unique harmonic twist, and it may be a combination of a few of these things and some other things that you'll discover elsewhere. I can't stress too much the importance of listening, and listening intently so that you can hear what's going on with the harmony in the blues recordings that you listen to the point where if something happens that you don't know what it is, that you investigate what that is and you find out what that is, either by your own wit and your own ear or by asking somebody what is going on here. Because the more of those things that take place in terms of those kinds of events where you recognize something from hearing it as being something different that you're unfamiliar with and that you become familiar with, again, the more you're putting in your pocket as far as different variations that might be of use to you somewhere down the line. So, as we've done with the rest of these tracks, let's continue and give you a chance to play on this now. I'll play the first chorus, and then you pick up the track and experiment with it yourself.